squished in the, between the boat and the wall.
I'll get out of the way if anything happens.
We're Chris and Sandra. We started America's Great Loop in July of 2023, but it all started in 2022 when we bought a boat we named That Away. On a foggy May morning last year, we said goodbye to Port Dover and headed down Lake Erie through the Welland Canal and onto Lake Ontario. We had a summer of fun boat projects and explored Lake Ontario and the famous Canadian Heritage Canal System, the Trent Severn Waterway. We spent the spring of 2023 overhauling the galley of That Away, and we took off in July, even though we have lots more to do. Join two not-so-young kids as we make our way around the 6,000-mile loop of North American waters.
It's 6:10 and we're leaving Aqua Yots pretty early. The reason for that is it's about a 55 mile trip and there's 3 locks in it and we go through a very narrow diversion canal. So given that we're sometimes the slowest boat out there, we wanted to get a little bit of a head start, even though I suspect the faster boats when they get going are going to want to pass us, which is going to be a little problematic in the 280 foot channel. As long as there's no tows coming, it should be fine. Anyway, it's still raining. Rained all night, poured in fact. And it's gonna rain like this until probably 10 o'clock in the morning, and then it's supposed to get better. It's mostly just spitting right now. Anyway, I'm gonna bring the camera in so it doesn't get wet.
Outside to film, so I'm cheating. We've got a tow coming up, a small one. This is a much smaller channel. It's the diversion cut. Oh, passing pretty close. It's only 280 feet wide, so it's plenty of room as long as no one makes any sudden movements or rash decisions. I know. Closer rate. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. What's the depth?
11, 12 feet.
Yeah. I mean, it was meant for this, so. A little wakey. The first lock coming up in about an hour and a half is Jamie Whitten. And hopefully we won't have to wait very long.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 hours.
2 hours? Right, I'm gonna go back and do stuff. Yeah, he's slowing down a little bit now, but...
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Now he's speeding up again. That's not too bad.
What's that?
So that's not too bad.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Down these rivers, I'm not putting everything away because we can usually predict the wave action. Do you think if he gets there faster, they'll put him through sooner?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
This guy's gonna catch up to everybody, right?
This guy. Yeah, he'll catch up to Patrick and Lila.
If I found this really handy feature, I can click into AIS targets and it gives me all their relevant information. Like he's doing 20 knots.
We're gonna get some wake from the side over here. Hang on. Oh, maybe not as much as I thought.
We're over halfway through this first canal, which, you know, if these guys pass us, I'd say it's been pretty good, really. Does that look like outside?
It does.
I use. So I'm hand holding camera for now. Still a little bit unpleasant outside. It's not really raining anymore, but we're just kind of bobbing around here at Fulton Lock. Another, looks like 15 minutes and they'll put us through. According to him, he's just draining or filling or something. Couldn't understand it. There's 5 or 6 of us here. Out there, some of them are just catching up. They're faster boats, so they've made good time once they knew that this lockage was gonna happen.
Should be any minute now.
We're at Fulton Lock, and it's pretty bouncy in here. It was windy coming in. Not the worst wind we've had, but you can probably hear bollards crashing around. This is an 84-foot drop, so it's good that it's a drop because drops are usually a lot steadier than lifts. Lifts get kind of turbulent. So from what I can see on the lock cues, this takes about 30 minutes. But we've got 6 of us in the lock right now, coming into the lock, and then we'll drop. And my gear for the camera broke, so I'm going to see if I can fix it tonight. But I won't be filming anything on the way down because I don't have anything to put the camera in, and because it's so bouncy I don't want to use our big tripod and risk losing it. So I'm going to take some footage as we're leaving. Crazy. The wind can't possibly be doing all of this.
Sure is. I really wish they closed the door.
I'm gonna just walk around and see if they're doing that. Nope. Gate's wide open. Having your head squished in between the boat and the wall.
I'll get out of the way if anything happens.
Yeah, it's closing. Alright, we're going down now. It seems to have calmed down slightly.
Those tear fenders make a lot more sense.
We're probably not going to get them in time for these locks.
Probably not.
It might be. I think there's one on the well end that was pretty tall, but lock number 2 of the day, much calmer. We waited to get in for about an hour and 20 minutes, which isn't what we wanted, so we're just calculating at certain speeds where we would how long we would have in the lock to get to the marina on time tonight. So we're going to have to do a little looking around for an anchorage for a bailout point if we don't quite make it, because we really don't want to go in the dark. However, if it's almost dark and all the boats are going for it, everyone has their lights on, we might be able to just tag along at the end and get in that way. Anyway, we'll see. This is only a 30-foot drop, and I don't think he started yet, but it'll be very quiet, I'm sure. We're coming into Rankin Lock. They've got the gates wide open. This is good news because we got delayed at the last one. This means that we will probably get to the marina before dark, which is making me really, really happy. One of our group had a port engine kind of conk out on him, so he fell back, but he's been catching up, so he's going to have a modified tie-up. He wants the other side of the lock than normal because his port engine isn't working. It's weird how we've been traveling in these flotillas and then we disperse and then you kind of regroup, but because everyone is sort of in the same area, like between Chicago and Mobile, but there's still quite a few bunch-ups, and everyone regroups and reforms. And we're with boats that we've never been with before. One of the boats that we talked to before going up and down went back to Green Turtle Bay to get something fixed. But yeah, every day potentially new boaters. So we're inside of Rankin. This has gone really well. We're almost all in. It's a bit choppier here. What we're finding is that it is windy today, and if we're coming off a wider body of water, it gets choppy. Nowhere near as choppy as it was on the first one. And hopefully when we get down to the bottom, it won't be too bad. I called ahead to the marina. They know everyone's coming, so they're planning on staying and getting everybody in. So that's kind of nice. But the fact that we're in here now, and we'll walk through very quickly. I think this is another 30-foot drop. Means we have time to get there before dark, which is perfect. Because I have this fear of going through the dark for the first time. You have to do it once for me to get over that.
5 miles to go.
5 miles to go. All right.
Copycat is on our way.
You want to respond to that?
Copy.
Copy that away.
Copy Lightning.
So it's 2 miles down there.
Sorry?
3 miles down there.
I guess we just pour some gas on to make this lock, right?
Yeah. See what the visibility is outside.
It's just starting to lighten up. These guys are just going to be able to go straight out. They have a few corners, but I'd rather be at the back of the pack.
Yeah. Murray. So we'll just drift out off the dock.
I'm going to reduce the bow line, and I'm going to make sure I can still get on when I release that one.
Yeah.
And then you do what you need to do. As soon as they start to move, we've got at least a couple minutes. Because I don't want to get clogged out there either.
No.
Right, so what I'm going to do, because the wind is pulling us off the dock even at the back,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull, I just pulled the boat in.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly untie it and hop on. I'm not going to push you off because I don't need to.
Absolutely.
I should probably put my life jacket on in the dark here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the two blue Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Shine the light on those things, please. Right. I think we're okay. Right. So you're saying I have to go past that thing you're shining on? Okay. Okay, I'm following my course because I don't know what else to do. Those are the ones we came in on just ahead of us, right? Yeah. Actually, no, it's left. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that should be on my left, right? What stations are we supposed to be at?
For the lock,
I'm sorry.
74, 16, and 74.
Right.
I guess I gotta turn my headphones back on.
Yeah, go ahead. Roger. There's 5 or 6 of them that are heading south, downstream of west Lockage. Yeah, Roger. That's perfect, Captain. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all just head this way. I got your green light on. And, you can, everybody on channel 7-4, just let them tell me you guys hear on 7-4 whenever they got on.
Might say that in
Roger,
68.
I'll get to them. We appreciate the logic for sure. Thank you. Yes, sir. Just stand about.
We are at Fulton Lock, bright and early, about 10 to 6 we got going, because the lock operator said that the tow that was headed up was a bit slower than he thought, so we all started to leave. Excuse me. It was a little dark. We had trouble seeing the markers coming out of the marina, so I shone the flashlight on it. We saw a reflection, but we did come around the wrong side of one, which was fine. The depth was fine, and it was just a small error. So now we're all tied up. So we got a really good start to the day, hoping to make Columbus. There's a bailout anchorage about 10 miles before it if we need it, because we are one of the slower boats. But yesterday, everyone left at 6 and got in at 3:30, and they had one delay at a lock. So we have 4 locks today, and those are always very, very stressful days. But as always, we'll see what happens, see how it goes. bread dough. Sourdough bread. I have to make a few more loaves, but if I catch up to you at some point, I'll give you one.
I need some starter and a lesson.
Tonight, you just need either a plastic or a glass container.
And a mess.
It gets pretty messy. It's pretty easy though. Lock, and we all kind of jiggled in here. There's a boat that joined us that has engine problems, and he needs to get in first in every lock because he has maneuverability problems. So he's coming with us, and he seems to be dictating the speed. Plus we got to this lock and we all got in. We pulled at the back of the group because it just got a little crazy. Everyone's talking about going fast when they get out of this lock, and we can't go that fast. So now everyone's anxious to get going, but the lockmaster said that he's waiting for two boats that just got out of the previous lock out of Wilkins a little bit ago. So rather than leave them high and dry, he's keeping the lock open until they get here. So we wait. Story of our lives when it comes to locks. First one this morning was okay.
You know what? This day has gone really well.
Stennis Lock and Dam. You can kind of see it behind us. We're staying at the marina in Columbus, which is where the Lock and Dam is.
Just over there.
Okay, over that way. But Demopolis is 120 miles away. So we're going to do it in 2 or 3 days and just anchor out until we get there.
It was a 4-lock day today.
How do you think it went?
really good compared to yesterday. We, I don't think we waited more than, I don't know, 15-30 minutes at each one.
Yeah.
And yesterday we waited hours. So this was actually really nice.
Yeah, yesterday we got into the marina just as it was almost dark, and we have about an hour of light here, so
Yeah.
it's much nicer.
I mean, it was a long travel day, but without all that sitting, it's kind of stressful just kind of trying to hold the boat in position. So, yeah,
We're
this
pretty
was nice.
tired. If we sound tired, it's because we absolutely are.
We were young and we were free and running. Never bought
Thanks for joining us this week. Next week, we navigate the last 4 locks on the 10 Tom River system, and we're introduced to saltwater and tides. Thanks for subscribing, and we love your questions and comments. See you next time.
A few years later, I have started thinking if it's just love.